What's going on, Tricology family, and welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. And as of tonight, it is Grammys night. But next week we will be going over the Grammys and see who are the winners after tonight. And so next week we'll be covering the Grammys. But as far as for this week is concerned, we got some not many but a few mainstream news to talk about, and we got a movie review for y'all today. But before we get into them, we have a special topic to talk about today, which is in the theme park news category. And this past Tuesday, Universal Orlando has revealed the upcoming third park of Universal Orlando, and which is Universal's Epic Universe. So so they put out a video showing the updated concept art and the concept destruction what Epic Universe is going to be like, and I will be reading the details. So, Epic Universe, 5 immersive worlds, 1 amazing theme park. Get ready. In 2025, Universal's Epic Universe has changed everything. Explored and nurturous worlds beyond anything you have experienced before. All images are shown in the artist concept readings. So we're going to be going over what Epic Universe is going to be. So, and this is coming from the universalorlando.com site. So reading the description here. Introducing a Universal Epic Universe. Some of the creative team behind Universal Epic Universe introduces the details about this new theme park open up in 2025 at Universal Orlando Resort. Now, my thing is, I think it's going to open in the summer of 2025, but it all depends on, so they still got a full year of 2024 to continue to do construction, and depends on how well the construction does. Maybe it could open in early of 2025, but we'll see how it goes. But continue on with the description. The first installment shows a video series of the overall Universal Epic Universe, along with a reveal of each 5 external worlds that made up the park. Now, for those who are in Orlando or in the Florida area, in case y'all might have known, one of the stores at Universal City Walk, Universal Legacy Store, has been temporary. I don't know if it's temporary or permanently. So they have been closed down, and that will be used for a Universal Epic Universe preview. So all the guests will be able to go inside and look at the concept details of what Universal Epic Universe is going to be like. So that's one update there, in case y'all might not have heard. So let's explore these worlds of what it's going to be. In detail, says the sun, moon, stars have alliance to create a transformative theme park with amazing portals taking you the worlds beyond. So let's look at the first thing that you will enter, and that is a Central Park, where all the thrill rides, entertainment, dining, shopping, plus Universal's Hilo Grand Hotel all come together to create an imagining world of discovery and excitement. Central Park is the cosmetic heart of Universal's Epic Universe, where wondrous discovery awaits among the lush greenish, tree-lined walkways, dancing fountains. Begin your cosmetic journey of discovery in the worlds between worlds of the sensory delights and all enjoying together. So these are some of the details that are in Central Park. Starting with Starfall Racers. It's a roller coaster race through the comments. Blaze through the skies of Central Park. Starfall Racers is a dual launch racing coaster that hurls you across the cosmos. Now, when I look at this, it's kind of similar to the old Dueling Dragons, aka the Dragon Challenge, that we used to have at Islands of Adventure. So that's the way it looked like it, but even more updated for what Dueling Dragons used to be. So I am definitely excited for that one. This one looks absolutely amazing, y'all. So yeah, let's go on to the next one. There's a little stroll to the page here. Whirling and twirling across the stars, and a constant carousel. Rides central lions, dragons, bears, and more, as the characters themselves take a physical form on this imaginary carousel. So this is more like a kids ride, like when you go to a ride the Twirly World carousel. So that's what it mostly looked like. So not for me, but yeah, it's more like for the kids and the family. And then of course they have the water play area that's also for kids. Well, so that's another there. So basically, they have three attractions in the Central Park area. So let's look at what's to come as far as the dining experience is concerned. So what I got here is that they will have 5 dining areas, 2 full service experience, 2 quick service experience, and 1 dessert area. So let's look at the full service dining experience. So first we have a underseas adventure in fine dining at Atlantic. Across the shimmering waters and Neptune Pool in Central Park stands Atlantis, where everyone can enjoy exceptional seafood and steak while a giant mercenary fish gracefully circles around you. So this kind of looks familiar to the underseas restaurant in SeaWorld, and another like couple like underseas or restaurants around Epcot in Disney. So that's what the last look at. But this looks absolutely amazing. And the second full service dining area is uh, an Asian restaurant entitled "Take a Culinary Trip to Asia" at the Blue Dragon Pan Asian restaurant. Step from the Central Park into a neon street escape from the Blue Dragon Pan Asian restaurant, where authentic Asian fare is served with a bustling courtyard grow under the glow and the ethnic hanging lanterns. So basically, they will have a Chinese, Japanese, and Thai for food menus on there. So that is definitely a look at. So I will definitely be checking that out. So that and as far as the quick service restaurants, so I heard there will be a barbecue a quick service restaurant and also a pizza quick service restaurant there. And as far as the dessert is concerned, so yeah, you have like a kind of similar to Voodoo Donuts, but a lot more. So yeah, if I had to think of similars, it's probably gonna be similar to the Toothsome chocolate anthem. Yeah, so that would be kind of be similar to that. So you have 5, so that's your 5 dining experience that you guys could look at. And some of the other things to look at is that we will have a Super Nintendo store. Power up your play at the Nintendo's Superstar Store. Visit the Nintendo Superstar Store for toys, appeals, souvenirs themed to the Super Nintendo world, and more. And yeah, so with that being said, let's enter the portals of the industrial to the other worlds. At the heart of the Universal Epic Universe, you will find a world between worlds where the energy of the universe is harnessed to open portals to the extravagant realms of excitement. So we just talked about the Super Nintendo store. So let's get into Super Nintendo World. So we basically already have a Super Nintendo World in Universal Studios Japan and also Universal Studios Hollywood. So we cannot wait for Super Nintendo to come here in Orlando. So at Super Nintendo World, you will experience a new way to play from challenging Bowser on the Mario Kart ride and to the adventures through Donkey Kong Country and so much more. So I cannot wait for that. And let's move to another portal to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, aka the Ministry of Magic. From 1920s Paris to the 1990s British Ministry, explore the international Wizarding world, communicates, and the magic that connects them to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. So you already know that we're going to get another Harry Potter land because that's Universal's main main attraction when it comes to to Universal. So everybody loves Harry Potter. So you know we always get in there. So basically in this Harry Potter, so we're gonna get a mix of the Harry Potter main series and also the Fantastic Beasts. So that is something to look forward to. And next, we're going to be talking about How to Train Your Dragon, the ISL of Berk. Take to the skies and soar with dragons as you explore the colorful Viking village at the heart of Berk. Take part in the wild bull battles, feast like a Viking, and more. So yeah, I like the How to Train Your Dragon film series. So I cannot wait how they get to bring that to the theme park. So that gonna look exciting. And then last but not least, Dark Universe. So yeah, we always have to be constantly waiting around September through October for Halloween Horror Nights. Well, we don't have to wait much longer. So even though we have a Universal monster kind of have a presence in Universal Studios Florida, but this one is going to be even more massive than what we got in Universal Studios Florida. So Dark Universe, from the experience of Dr. Victoria Frankenstein to a shattering landscape where monsters rule. Dark Universe is a world of myth and mystery. So we will have Frankenstein, the werewolf, and Dracula. So that is something to look forward to. They all look great. So as far as the hotels is concerned, we'll have the 3 new hotels. One is going to be on the theme park site and 2 off-site of Epic Universe. So, the first hotel we're going to talk about is Universal's Helium Grand Hotel, with a dedicated and exclusive entrance into the Universal Epic Universe theme park. You will be transported to a fascinating world where heavens and earth unite for this full-service hotel. Also will be open in 2025. Valid theme park admission is required for park entry. So that is something definitely to look forward to, y'all. And speaking of more hotels, we definitely got 2 other hotels. If I can find the details, one sec. Let me see the Universal hotels. There we go. Yeah. Here we go. So, the two offsite the hotels is going to be Universal Stella Nova Resort and Universal's Terra Luna Resort. So both hotels will be co-owned and operated by Loans Hotel and Corp. Will fall into the prime value category of hotels. So Universal Orlando has 4 categories of the hotels: Val, Prime Value, Preferred, and Premier. So with over 750 guest rooms apiece, they'll add a total of 1,500 rooms to Universal's camp in Orlando. In total, Universal Orlando will have 10,500 guest rooms once the new property opens in early 2025. The Universal Stella Nova Resort is expected to open for stays in January to 2025. Guests already got time to pre-order their stay, and also the Universal Terra Luna Resort is expected to open in February of 2025. So, yeah. So that's your host tales there. Everything from the reveal of Epic Universe looks amazing, and I said this before. So Disney better do something by the time Epic Universe open in 2025, because they are definitely losing the battle here. And Disney's like, oh, here Universal, take my number one spot. So that's what's happening here. So hopefully we get more details on Epic Universe. I am definitely excited to see what more details we're looking forward to. And with that being said, let's get into our Main Street the topics for today. The first thing news here we got is Robert Pattinson's Batman 2 cancellation reports were addressed by James Gunn. So one person tweeted James Gunn saying, "Hey James, some people are spreading the conspiracy theory that you canceled the Batman 2. But I have to ask, is it true?" And James Gunn replied saying, "No, they did not cancel it." So, in case y'all didn't know, with in terms of the new DC universe, so you will have the main series with James Gunn's universe, and then also you will have DC Elseworld, where the Robert Pattinson's Batman is a part of Epic of Elseworld. So that kind of gives you a confirmation that the Batman 2 is not canceled and is still scheduled to be released in fall of 2025. So, yep. And with that being said, let's move on. Deadpool 3 has a full official synopsis revealed. So, here we are. The irresponsible hero Deadpool will change the history of the MCU with the Wolverine. So, in case y'all already know, this is definitely gonna be a multiverse story, and yeah, I can't wait. So, hopefully, this will be a reset of the MCU, and I'm definitely looking forward to that when Deadpool 3 opens in July. Moving on, James Gunn. We have finally got our new Supergirl in the DCU. So, James Gunn tweeted out saying, "This one is true. Welcome to the DCU, Millie L. Cook." So, in case y'all didn't know who Millie Cook is, so y'all seen her in the House of Dragons, and for me, I think this was definitely a good choice. It definitely could have been gone any other way with the other candidates that was trying to audition for Supergirl. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting how Superman Legacy gonna look in 2025. But I'm excited. And speaking of Superman Legacy, James Gunn confirmed that no Batman in Superman Legacy. So I have to agree with that. Like, we don't need Batman in this one. This should be strictly focused on Superman. Okay, even though we have other characters that's going to be appearing in Superman Legacy, but they're not as big as Batman. They're not as big as Wonder Woman or any other members of the Justice League. So yeah, so this is definitely a full-on Superman story. So someone asked James Gunn saying, "Why can't Batman appear in Superman Legacy? And can we see Batman in some other production before this film, James Gunn?" And James Gunn mentioned, "Well, he can't appear in Superman Legacy because he's not in the script. So we already have a Batman movie coming up in the DCU called Batman: The Brave and the Bold. So I guess that will be the first and time that will be introduced to the new Batman in the DCU. So people gotta wait it out and let other people have their shining first. Like, and I already told y'all the situation that happened with Man of Steel, and they want to do a Man of Steel 2, but the old administration, Warner Brothers, they was like, nope, we're not doing Man of Steel 2. We're gonna give you Batman v Superman, and that, yeah, we already talked about that. We ain't got to move on. The DCU is dead. So we are already in the DCU. So let's move on from that. Amazon Prime is now putting ads in shows and movies unless you pay $3 more. So for those who have Prime in the descriptions, you probably got a notification saying a change to Prime Video. Movies and TV shows includes with Prime now have limited ads. You can upgrade to ad free anytime. So yeah, so most of the time with ads is a lot cheaper. So it's up to you if you don't want ads or if you don't mind ads. So that way you can pay a much cheaper price. So yeah, that's up to y'all. Moving on, Daredevil's Elektra actress addressed if she will return for Daredevil's Born Again. So this is what Screen Rant had to say. As Daredevil Born Again cast is currently filming, an MCU fan by a user Dartnet Arrow recently asked a Young via comic book if there's maybe a future for her as Elektra again. Young, who currently headlining The Cleaning Lady on Fox, simply said that fans will have to ask them, simply referring to the creators involved with Daredevil Born Again. At the time of the story of publication, there have been no official reports about Young reprising the role of Elektra in Daredevil Born Again. So, I'll say this. You can never say never. Maybe she might not show up in Daredevil Born Again. Maybe she'll show up in the next story. Like, I don't know. But as far as what she said, she's not in Daredevil Born Again. But again, they might pull a swerve on us. So we'll just have to wait and see. Sony's El Metro movie is back on, but without Bad Bunny. So this is what the Popverse had to say. This comes from a feature piece from Variety that casually mentioned without citing any particular source. The anti-hero comic book film was being developed again, but Bad Bunny was out. The rapper wrestler actor first mentioned that he was no longer involved in the project in a various fair profile in September of 2023. But this is the first time that we have heard that El Muerto movie was going on ahead without him. So I guess probably with Bad Bunny doing a lot of tours and making some appearance in WWE, so like, oh, maybe he not have time to actually be a part of a Marvel movie. So yeah, so I kind of understand that, but now the question is, who will be taking on the role now that Bad Bunny is out? So hopefully we get a update on that sometime sooner that down the road. And then lastly, Beetlejuice 2 poster shows a new title and confirms a release date. So the title of Beetlejuice is called Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. So Warner Brothers took the tweet and said, "Dare you to say it again? Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, only in theaters September 6th." So that is kind of like in between Labor Day weekend. So yeah, I cannot wait for Beetlejuice 2. And with that being said, that's all the Main Street news that we have for you today. So as far as our movie review, we're going to be talking about Argylle. and this is the latest spy action comedy coming from Matthew Warner, who has been involved in the Kingsman series. So this movie has a stellar movie cast that includes Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell, Bryan Cranston, Catherine O'Hara, Harry Cavill, Sonny Bavera, Dua Lupe, Azria Baduz, John Cena, and Samuel L. Jackson. The plot centers around an author who realized that her new spy novel that she was writing mirrors the actual real world events. So a lot of people was asking, like, is this movie really is this movie part of the Kingsman universe? So I said no, it is not a part of the Kingsman universe, but it definitely has that style, the action sequences, the silliness, the characters that we see. It definitely has some sort of similarity to Kingsman. So if you watch how Matthew Vaughn kind of directs in the Kingsman universe, so yeah, it definitely has some sort of similarity into that. But again, it is not a part of the Kingsman universe. So that's something to look forward to. And even though the plot was kind of messy at times, but it's definitely a joyful spy espionage movie to look at. And the two actors that was a standout to me was Bryce Dallas Howard and Sam Rockwell. Anytime they was on screen together, that was some of the best parts in there. And the other characters that they did great as well. So even though Henry Cavill was kind of a main character, but even though he had the title role, because his character name was Argylle. So yeah, and also the cat, he was good too. That'd be a sad. But if I had to give a grade on this movie, I would definitely give it a B plus. Like I said, the plot was kind of messy at times, but you would definitely enjoy the silliness, the comedy, the action sequences, and everything. So it definitely reminds me of Kingsman. Not a part of the Kingsman universe, but definitely has some similarities to Kingsman. So yeah, I give that thing a B plus. So and with that being said, that's our episode for y'all today. As a reminder, the Grammys is tonight, and next week's episode we'll be going over the Grammys. And with that being said, if you're watching me on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell when new episodes are uploaded. And of course, if you listen to me on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or any other podcast streaming platform, don't forget to follow me there as well. So with that being said, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.